We are back again for more of our animal study and our informational nonfiction writing unit. Yesterday we read about wolves, and the day before we read about dragonflies. And we learned all types of cool facts about wolves. They like to snuggle, they go in packs, they really do howl. So today we're going to read a little bit more about wolves. Let me share my screen. And everybody say it, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I know you did. Our caption tells us our photograph, and it says, here is an Arctic, excuse me, sound like I'm barking here. Here's an Arctic wolf cub emerges watchfully from the safety of his den. So he's coming out safely from his little home. Okay, and then on this page, it says, how do wolves have babies? What are wolf cubs like? So that that heading is at the top of that section. I got a tongue twister on me today, huh? Is at the top of that section to tell us what that section is about. So here we're going to learn about wolf cubs, right? But I'll let you just stare at the cute little pup while I read, okay? In a wolf pack, the only wolves that have babies are the breeding pair, the pack leaders. I think we learned that already, right? They have a litter of cubs every year, usually in the spring. The female makes a den to have her babies. It can be a hole dug in the ground, a cave or hollow, or sheltered spot between rocks or trees. There are between 2 and 12 cubs in a litter, but usually about 6. So that means the mommy is pregnant with, or usually around 6 babies. Sometimes it's only 2, sometimes it's 12. No, thank you. Baby wolves are known as cubs or pups. When they are born, they're tiny. Aww. They weigh only about 1/100th of the weight of an adult wolf. Their eyes are closed and they cannot see or hear, but they already have a fluffy, furry coat. Once they are a few weeks old, wolf cubs love to play. They jump and skip and roll downhill and play chase and fighting together. Like all mammal babies, the cubs feed on their mother's milk at first. And then after a few weeks, their mother and the other wolves in the pack regurgitate food for them. You know what that means? You're finding out right now. This means they bring up the food they have already swallowed and feed it to the cubs from their mouths. So it's almost kind of like they're throwing up and feeding it to the cubs. That's how they do it. It works for them. Okay, so here, this caption for this photograph, this older wolf is sharing a piece of meat with 2 of the pack's cubs. So here's the older wolf, here's the piece of meat, and here's the 2 little cubbies. As the cubs get older, the wolves in the pack all help to take care of them. The bigger wolves bring back meat for the babies and guard them from danger. They also teach the cubs to fight and hunt. In this caption says cubs play fight, as a way to learn fighting and hunting methods and to have fun with each other together. So these 2 brother or sister are playing with each other. So this heading is called Growing Up. So that tells us this section is going to be about as they get older. So as they grow, wolf cubs go through a lot of changes. 10 to 12 days, their eyes open. 2 to 3 weeks, they start growing their teeth. 3 weeks, they start hearing. 4 to 5 weeks, start eating regurgitated meat. That's the throw up. 6 to 8 weeks, they start leaving the den. 10 to 12 weeks, they follow the other wolves on hunting trips. 5 to 6 months, they start joining in with hunts, and at 8 months, they are an adult. Well, they reach the adult size. So not even a year old, they go from this big to rawr. Okay, how do wolves communicate? So this is a photograph. A wolf can hear another wolf's howl up to 9 miles away. 9 miles, that's pretty far. If you scream, people can hear you maybe across the street, but this is 9 far miles. Maybe you can get in the car today and have your mom or dad, there's a way that they can record just how far a distance is when they travel, when they drive. And you can start it at your house and then have your mom stop at 9 miles and see how long of a way that is. It's pretty far. How do wolves communicate? To survive, wolves need to be able to talk to each other about many things. Wolves can bark loudly or make a woofing sound to alert the other wolves in danger. Growling is used as a threat or a warning. Whimpering is the opposite. It means we're friends or take care of me. So they have lots of different sounds. Why do wolves howl? Let's find out. Wolves are famous for their long, high-pitched howls. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Howl! Your mom or dad are probably wondering, what's going on with that teacher? They howl to tell each other where they are, to call the pack when they find food, and to get the pack together for a journey. They also may howl when one of the pack members has died. So they show emotion too. All right, a few more. Sniffing power. So this section, this heading, it's at the top, like our head, tells us this section is about probably their noses, right? Well, here's our caption. Wolves sniff to check on which other wolves have passed the same way. So just like dogs, they sniff to follow someone's path. Wolves are very good at smelling. Their sense of smell is around 100 times better than a human's, and it is an important way to communicate. A wolf knows if another wolf is a friend or a stranger just from the smell it leaves behind. That's pretty cool. The smell of the wolf's urine, you know what that is? Pee. The smell of the wolf's urine can also tell other wolves if it is male or female, a breeding pack leader, or a subdominant wolf. All from pee? Wow. It's a pretty impressive nose. So this photograph, the caption says, a gray wolf in Montana marks the winter snow with scent using its feet. So he's marking the snow with his smell, but he's just using his feet. And this heading is called scent glands. Let's see, there it is. Wolves have special scent glands on their face, between their toes and around their tails. As they run, sniff at things, and nuzzle other wolves, they leave a scent marking using those glands. They can mark territory or make a scent trail, a smell trail, for other pack members to follow. When a pack of wolves are together, they will rub and nuzzle against each other. Nuzzling is kind of like rubbing on each other. This helps to pass the pack scent around so that all the wolves have the same smell. Pack members sniff and nuzzle new cubs too. They learn the smell of the cubs and also mark them with the pack scent. Some very cool more facts about our wolves with our nonfiction writing unit. Okay. So this author, the way that they have set up their information is we've got some good headings, some good photographs, and good captions on every page. The Dragonfly book was illustrated, and that's okay. That's why we're reading these different types of nonfiction, so you can see the different examples. Monday, you wrote about being a dragonfly. Tuesday, you wrote about being a wolf. What are you gonna do today? Today, you are going to have to tell a story with a dragonfly and a wolf in it. How are you gonna do that? You've got to be creative. You've got to use your imagination. You've got to dig in and get the sillies out. Writing is supposed to be fun. Make this fun. And you're going to post it, so everyone's going to get to read your story. Let's see. The dragonfly and the wolf. Now, you can title it that if you want. You don't have to. But again, let's see, if you're telling a story, you should have more than 7 sentences, but I'll say we've been working on 7 all week, so I'll just say 7. So your directions are, I want you to write this down, tell a story about a dragonfly and a wolf. You don't have to skip lines because these are just the directions. 7 or more sentences. Again, hook. 5 or more detail sentences. And your ending sentence. Okay. And then, now, you're going to probably have to think about this one. This one's going to be a little bit tougher than just a dragonfly and just a wolf. How are you going to figure out how a dragonfly and a wolf are going to be in the same story? Are they going to be friends? Are they going to go on an adventure together? Or are they enemies? This should be a good one. And you might have to stop and put your pencil down and think about, how do you really want to tell this story? And that's okay. Sometimes we can't just pick up our pen and write. You got to think about it first. You want it to be good. Okay. After you think about it and how you can do it, and you might want to just put your pencil down and do some reading and then come back to your story, because you might want some inspiration, or you might want some more time to think about it. That's okay too. So I am super excited. Your job is to write this story as best you can, and then you're going to have to submit a picture so we can all read these stories. I am super excited. And I will read them later. I can't wait. I hope you have fun with it. Get those creativity writing juices out of ya.